Hey you guys, so this is the end of our presentation. So you guys are all experts as disaster preparedness nurses, right? No? Okay, that's fine. We'll sum up some of the points that we covered today. So basic training or basic requirements to being a public health nurse, as we covered, are having a nurse license as well as preferably a BSN and having a PHN or a public health nursing kind of certificate or licensure. The salary of a disaster preparedness nurse and the number of positions available is similar to the salaries that an average nurse would get, which is median salary of $70K, and the demand for nurses is always high, but the demand for public health nurses is rising as the need for preventative measures and education increases. It's hard to say what the demand is for disaster nurses, but because of the fact that disasters happen without notice, so then the demand goes up and down depending on what's happening in the world. We also covered the pros and cons of being a disaster preparedness nurse, which the obvious disadvantages, as we covered, are that, like I said, we never know when a disaster is going to happen. And they never actually happen at the most convenient times. So being that you are a disaster preparedness nurse, you could be pulled at any moment's notice. In addition, living situations and the risk involved with participating as a disaster preparedness nurse is kind of varies from destination to destination. But the pros of it, just like any nursing job, is that you're helping the community and you're helping these individuals who are really looking for support. And lastly, we learned about the organizations and the associations often involved with disaster preparedness nursing. So overall, those were the major points that we covered. But another thing that we want to convey to you guys is that disaster preparedness nursing is not something that needs to be labeled on you as a nurse. In times of need or in times of a disaster, all of us can put in our 2 cents and be a resource to the community. It doesn't mean that you have to be a part of the Red Cross. It doesn't mean you have to be a worker from LA County. We can all help our communities, maybe your local hospital or maybe your local clinics in times of need another body to help get everyone the help that they need. So it's really up to us to take on the responsibility and know that we can provide to the community our services. And another thing we wanted to tell you guys, or embed to you guys, I should say, is that the best way to address a disaster is to address it before it actually happens. Teaching our patients, our clients, our neighbors, even our friends and our families how to be prepared in case of an emergency is the biggest way that the American Red Cross, the International Medical Corps has found. They have found that these preventions and interventions have aided how disasters play out in the end. So those are the things that we wanted to convey to you guys. Not every superhero wears a cape, and in times of a disaster, someone in scrubs may seem like the biggest help that there can be. Thanks for watching our presentation. I hope you guys learned a ton from us, and we would love to hear back from you guys. Thanks for watching.